Ah, is that just gonna be your greeting now, Merle? God damn it. Let me just get my announcements out. Hmm. Okay. Oh, there goes the music. Let's switch to game view. Don't want to sit on this too long. Don't mind me hanging on the wall. It's the only way to make them stop doing their idle animations and talking. I don't want my character constantly talking, so... I really like the music in this area. Really pretty. Doesn't last long though. I wish the music in the background would just keep playing, but it stops randomly. But, as far as I know, from the quest description for Kokomi's quest, it says that they are having a victory feast, but something isn't going right. Don't know. Haven't looked into this quest. I haven't heard anything about this quest. The only thing I've heard about... The only thing I've heard about with Kokomi is all the drama, so... Nobody's really said anything about the story. Is that just... Okay, that's the dashing one. Okay. Don't have to worry about triggering it. Just gonna go through this. If it's really short, I might do some of the event, because I know the event's ending in a few days, and I haven't finished it. But I find it's really weird to jump in the middle, because I already started the event. Oh, triggered it all the way back here. That's not where I came from. This should be where Kokomi said to meet her. She said to meet her? Huh? Do you still remember this place? In Japanese, she referred to us as the Traveler. I don't know why it doesn't say it in English. Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish 2. Paimon's curious whether the resistance troops still remember you. Things on the island must have changed a lot since then. Shall we take a look around? The way they do this angle, it makes it look like someone's watching me. Oh. If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them. Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success. General Guro, sir, do you have a verdict? More or less. From the directives left behind by Your Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture. We could split into two teams, one to draw their attention, the other to circle around behind the enemy lines and set fire to their ship. They'd have nowhere to run. Then again, Her Excellency made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk getting picked off one by one until our whole line of defense disintegrated. Are we gonna walk by and just like, hey, want more? Sir, shall I send for reinforcements? I doubt there's time. Based on their movements, they'd likely be gone before our troops arrived. My throat is bleh. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making the first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't think we can afford to engage the enemy at this time. Sir, we're just going to stand by and watch them leave? Surely there must be another way. Her Excellency's directives also state, help may arrive when all seems lost. As for where this help is supposed to come from, You traveler. Hey girl, what are you guys up to? Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island. Here to lend a hand. That's great. Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. Mary, you've arrived just in time. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here. Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into 2 teams. Can we ask you to keep them occupied? Yeah, I get to beat them up. Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away with it. Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go behind the enemy lines and sabotage their ship. Let's meet back here afterward. Watch yourselves. We'll be back shortly. Seems like the Resistance still remembers us. Come on, let's help them get this situation under control. Why would they forget? Paimon's weird. Okay, by the story, this means we literally just walked by the Fatui and didn't think anything of it. And they're just like, hey, you know those people you walked by? Can you go kill them? Oh, mine. Hi, friends. Whoa, I just lagged. Usually this game doesn't lag. Why am I lagging? Whoa, that's really bad lag. Didn't kill. This guy's freaking killing himself standing in the water. Come on, group up. Let me swirl on you. Let's get rid of the healer first. Oh, the other guy died too. How are all these overloads not breaking this? Okay, I'm just gonna spin. Whee. Pretty much, yeah. Especially if you have constellations. After, I think it's Constellation 2, her spin gets stronger the longer you use it, so you just kind of spin in place, hitting the people over and over, and it does more and more damage. It just gets better and better. And because it's a swirl, because she's Animo, it'll hit everything around her, so the more enemies there, the more damage she does to the group. She's really, really, really good, and it's really silly to use her. We were lucky to have you here. We'd have had no way to prevent their escape without you. What's that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? What Paimon see? Oh wow, this is a whole book. Is it all Kokomi's directives? Yeah, well, no. Not all of them. I have 5 more volumes with me. I mean, I know this girl liked war, but what the hell? Are you serious? Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most. He's crazy. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality, no matter how complex. Do you imagine this girl goes to you and it's like, can you go to the store for me? Here's a book. Please read this before you go to the store. It tells you everything you need to know. Understanding every eventuality sounds tiring enough, let alone writing them all down. Must have taken Kokomi a heck of a long time. Captain, are you back on Wotatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence. How's everyone doing? Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping civilian population return to normal life. About half of us are still organized into task forces supporting the platoons, and the other half have been given various other functions like patrol, construction, and farming. Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line kicking and screaming. Haha. The spirit of the resistance is alive and well, huh? Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory feast. You know where we can find her, Goro? I believe Her Excellency is currently at Boro Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, Her Excellency has gone to deal with it in person. We should probably get going ourselves. And, Mary, on your way over, please check in on the soldiers. I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it. They won't say. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit. I suspect there's trouble afoot. Sure, I'll see what I can do. Sounds good. Paimon was just thinking it'd be good to see everyone again. I love how we barely talk to anyone, and we're acting like we knew everyone on this island. Ready when you are, Mary. Roll. I love Sayu. Oh. Denjiro. Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish too? It is you. You have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have come to peace without your efforts. I wasn't with Swordfish too, but I did see you in Tatarasuna. You really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. It was quite the show. Smug. Smug. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service. I've heard people are a bit on edge these days. On edge, you say? Yeah, I've noticed it too. More emo. I just had a shower and I actually blow dried it. So it's a little straighter than normal. And it probably looks a little different because I blow dried it instead of air dried it. Also a little... The part's a little further over than I normally do it. But, I am also noticing, I think my camera is moved over a little more than it usually is, but I don't want to touch it right now. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and perhaps it isn't quite well over for them. Know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. That's not an experience you forget in a hurry. Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again. I think things will improve, but it's gonna take some time. Maybe? I don't know. I think it's more the fact that my hair is parted way further over. I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know is that as long as Her Excellency is with us, Watatsumi Island is safe. And all the more so now that you're back. Seriously, if there's anything you need, just say the word. What a nice guy. Let's go ask some other people. Okay. Oh, it's on cooldown. Dang it. Next person, I roll in. Hello. Peace at last. Living the dream. Don't I know you? I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. So, do you need something? I hear people are feeling unsettled at the moment. Unsettled? Unsettled how? I haven't noticed anything. Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself mostly. They're all too rowdy for me. We're at peace now, finally. And I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about two things, and two things only. The sun and the sea breeze. Sorry that I can't be of more help to you. I'll tell you someone you could ask, though. Sangonomiya. She knows everything. Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's leave him to rest and go find someone else to ask. I love how there's just this convenient line of people. Whee. Oh! I half expect to see Sayu rolling in the distance. Why does my throat feel so bleh today? I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that? Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryou Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks. Wait, for real? You're sure of this? Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand. I knew it. The Tenryou Commission are a bunch of crooks. They've never changed. Honestly, it's kind of naive of Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it? Oh boy. People like this. Keep your voice down. Someone's coming. Hey there. What you talking about? Oh, Captain Merit, you're back. I feel like this is gonna get more answers. What's new? Anything to report? Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing just now? No, let's not mention it. She's one of her closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been her idea. I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're right. We should probably play it safe. People are dumb. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay. Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain. Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there. But if they aren't gonna talk, we might as well head over to the village. This group, I guess? Admit it, we know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryou Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryou Commission merchant doing business here. So what do you have to say for yourself, huh? I'm innocent. Huh, you're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone do business here. Take him away. Hold on. Wait. We both get there. Kokomi, there you are. Something's going down over here. You should take a look, pronto. Your Excellency, this merchant is suspected of criminal activity, so we seized him for questioning. And who gave you permission? Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been supplying the Tenryou Commission behind the scenes. Which are an ally now. Get over it. I haven't. That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep breath with me, in and out. Better? Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. Before we make any decision over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance to explain himself. If he's guilty, of course there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. This is Watatsumi Island. We deal in facts, not opinions. It would be nice if lots of places were like that. Unfortunately, they are not. Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story to help me reach a verdict? Of course, I can explain everything. I am a trader on the island, so naturally I've built up some inventory. I was planning on holding off on selling until the prices went up, but then... but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Think about that. First I lose all my inventory, then I get treated like a criminal. And why should we believe you? On the way here, we ran into some Fatui. So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did, it'll still end up in Tenryou Commission's hands. They're in this together. God, I hate people like this so much. They just make a situation the way they want it to be, and they don't let people talk, and they just force it out that, hey, this is the truth because I say it's the truth. Oh, I hate it so much. What? The Tenryou Commission are colluding with the Fatui now? That's the first I've heard of it. Suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me? Would the Tenryou Commission start colluding with Fatui after the fighting's already finished? Seems unlikely to Paimon. We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be colluding right now. Yeah, he was a little busy. But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers mention the exact same thing. Kokomi, do you know anything about it? It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. Kujo-Sara and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future plans in detail. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe out Watatsumi Island. If that is the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Even the Kamisato clan could be involved. Why would they? It makes no sense. Kamisato especially. Sir, you are quite certain that your goods were stolen by the Fatui? Yes, it's the truth, I swear. They stole my goods and then ran off that way. I'll bet that's where their hideout is. Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in order, it will prove your innocence. However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, I expect you to fully comply with our investigation. Do we have an understanding? Yes, of course. Thank you, Your Excellency. Matsuda, Uchimura? Well received, Your Excellency. Good. Now, Traveler. Captain of Swordfish Platoon, Section 2. Would you join me in the investigation? Ma'am, yes, ma'am. At ease, soldier. For the time being, at least, we are in peacetime. I'm glad that was more of a joke answer, and she actually reacted to it. Besides, I'm sure you won't be on Watatsumi Island forever. Whatever titles we may have, we're friends first and foremost. If we do find the merchant's good in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it. Don't mind me while I take random things I find around the town. Wait, was the way up there? Oh, it is right there. Okay. I thought it was on the other side of town. Oh, stairs! Sayu's worst enemy! Oh, I think I know where we're going. Or at least close to where we're going. Yeah, to the cave area here. All this stuff wasn't here before, but I guess we're supposed to go above it? This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. I love how you could attack the camp before this quest if you wanted to. It looked like it would have let me. From the looks of it, it used to be a Hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui occupied it. Looks pretty heavily guarded. How are we supposed to get in? Not by brute force, that's for sure. What do you mean? I could do it. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemy is in the light. While we are in the shadows, strategically, we have the upper hand. And what does the grand strategist have in mind? I think we have 3 options available. Not in my hair. Option 1. Take the king and its checkmate. The Fatui presence in Inazuma is weak at the present. Nothing more than a few scattered remnants. If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, Mary. For example, a store of gunpowder kegs. That's a slime, not gunpowder. That is a fire slime in a barrel. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, it would deal them a devastating blow. They'd be caught completely off guard. Both the morale and fighting capacity would be severely impaired. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather water vapor, and you add a touch of lightning. Together, we can shock them into submission. Jeez. That's brutal. Wow, that's our grand strategist. It's a lot to think about, though. Which option should we choose? Do I actually get to pick? That will depend on our assessment of our own abilities. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution, but requires superior combat skills. I have those! With an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without protracted battle, but absolute stealth would be required during the operation, or we risk exposing ourselves. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege. So, Mary, what is your preferred option? Dang it, I don't... it's more like brute force, stealth, or cheating. I don't know. I wish it would let me try all three. The air raid makes the most sense for me. I feel like I am ridiculously OP and I can deal with it. The spark things up seems fun though. But I'm gonna try it. There's the swordfish captain I know. Every confidence in your abilities. It's decided then. Let's fight this one together. I'm no warrior myself, but I can still provide some support. I certainly won't be dropping you into a battle all by yourself. The problem with that is... you can do that when it's in the middle of a cutscene, but this one, the cutscene's gonna end. Once the cutscene ends, it saves what you did in that cutscene. So once the fight starts, I'm not going to be able to change. That's the problem. So, oh well. We should take them down as quickly as possible and retrieve the merchant's goods. Yeah, like now, because the cutscene ended, if I log out and log back in, it's just going to tell me to defeat the Fatui. Where's the leader? Over there. Hello. Surprise. What? Try to do a small dash and I go flying a mile away. There we go. The king is overthrown, only the pawns remain. Are any of the pawns standing beside bombs? Here, I can do two still. I'm a stealth. Boom. That did nothing. What? Really? Well, at least now the gunner's not a problem. Gunner's gonna stun himself if he tries to use his powers. Oh! Oh, he reset. What? It's cheating. And there we go. Excellent work, Mary. All thanks to your genius tactics. Actually, even the best tactics live or die on the strength of those executing them. Winning a battle takes a concerted effort from everyone involved. Victory never belongs to a single person. Yep, just brute force. Now that you mention it, Paimon did make a pretty big contribution, huh? I think different. Oh, I love Paimon. And I love teasing Paimon. I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. Presumably they've been operating out of here in secret for quite some time. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the merchant story is true, the inventory should be here. Alright, time to take a look around. What this? These are Fatui food supplies. They look a little past their best. Is it really all they had to eat? Oh, this place is chock full of bomb-making materials. This is way too dangerous. We should tell Kokomi right away and figure out the best way to deal with it. Hey Mary, look. Did these belong to the merchant? There's a lot of stuff. Some of it has Tenryou Commission emblem. Yep, this has gotta be it. Wait, where'd she go? Okay, she is still there. Kokomi! We found the merchant stuff. Look. I see. Something wrong? Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, alright. Food, medicine, farming tools. All essential for post-war recovery. He was probably stockpiling them until he could make a handsome profit. Typical merchant. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items. The idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. In all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and Uchimura had imagined. He's hardly a saint though, right? How could he stockpile things that people are desperate for? Because he's a greedy bastard. That's merchants. We're not gonna just give them back to him and let him go, are we? It doesn't feel right. Don't worry, I had already foreseen this. In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a reasonable price. If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he ever would have ended up in this predicament. Kokomi, you think of everything. I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped. The low energy doesn't exactly help. Huh? What do you mean by that? Nothing. Come on, let's take the goods back. It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against the clock to get all of this resolved before it starts. Got it. First we mend the peace, then we attend the feast. Gosh. Give the cargo back to the merchants. What do you mean merchants? There was only one. Oh. Shiny. 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 And axolotls. Mine. Okay. Rolling time. Oh, no stairs. Okay, that works. My goods, you got them back. Thank you, Your Excellency, and thank you, Captain. You see, I told you I was innocent. I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance. Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it. But what if... No ifs, no buts. We recovered the goods. As agreed, this is sufficient to establish his innocence. Apologies. Guess we got carried away. Yeah, you did, dumbasses. What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains. Coming to me with crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it? Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You've already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rates, there will also be a fine, the amount of which... Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here? I have no business taking sides. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences of your mistakes. Wait a minute, but... Well, don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up. Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those with the Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest, especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use. It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and try and track down the owners. I know that's a lot to ask. Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind. I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. Alright, I'm going to take these items back to Sangonomiya Shrine. Why don't you come along for the walk? Is this when she's finally going to tell us what she's been thinking about? Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I assume it must all seem a little alien to you. God, I wish it was more worth using the Traveler. I really love the Traveler as a character. She's just not that strong. It's been a long time since I came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Why does she walk so fast? Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine. You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya. It was close to the statue of Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, despite not venerating her as the shogunate do. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted over time. I've been hoping to raise all of this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually. Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you. Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine. Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can simply be declared. If we reconcile with them, the god who once protected us will have died in vain. That is not true. That is not true at all. What, you just want bloodshed because of it? Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace once more. I know. It's just, we should remain strong in these negotiations. We mustn't be too ready to compromise. Yeah, like, people like this are so dumb that it's just like, oh, they have dishonored us, so they deserve to die. We should slaughter their whole country. No, that's fucked up. It's one thing I dislike. I don't like going into politics and stuff too much. It's a very small amount of people, but there's some people from like Japan and China, especially older people, who really hate each other because of the past. But it's like, can you live in the present more? It's over. Be happy. I just wish this kind of stuff didn't happen. Just people realize that things change. I just don't see the value in holding grudges for so long. I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully and be sure to proceed appropriately. Wonderful. We're all counting on you, Your Excellency. Someone else. Your Excellency, well, I'll be fancy meeting you at a place like this. You know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind and gracious leader. She'd be in very good hands. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from Her Excellency directly, she must make the most of it. I mean, just look at Her Excellency. Still so young, yet so mature and intelligent. My daughter has always looked to you as a role model. Oh, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look out for her. Oh boy. Oh, Your Excellency, boy am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation. Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Swordfish too? Will she be based on Watatsumi Island from now on? Your Excellency. Please remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries. Though for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time. Mary, are you alright? I'm fine. This kind of thing is water off a duck's back for you, huh? Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to worry that they've been stolen. Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to worry. Really, that's fantastic. You never cease to amaze us, Your Excellency. I sorted through all the petitions recently received and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles industry. That's today? Right now? Yes, the two young ladies have arrived safely. We're just waiting for you. I see. Mary, I was hoping to take a walk around the island with you, but it looks like we'll have to save that for some other time. This girl is overworked. Let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to Sangonomiya Shrine. Then we'll go and make preparations for the victory feast. Yay, the victory feast. Just to be clear, we're talking lots of delicious food, right? That's the name of the game. There will be some Watatsumi Island specialties, which I'm sure you'll enjoy. Great, see you tomorrow then. Wait till 10 to 12 the next day. Imagine standing still for 20 hours. That's totally what just happened, right? Just stood still for 20 hours. Wait for Kokomi near Sangonomiya Shrine. Roll. Please don't get stuck on anything weird. I said don't get stuck on anything weird. Oh my god, I hate that so much. I just like how every side character in Inazuma is normal black hair, but none of the usable characters from Inazuma have black hair, if I didn't wrong. Kujo Sera's is closest. Like, I think having these, like, dark bluish purple hair, they're supposed to be black, but yeah, kinda. They are all technically a little different. There's a few other characters coming up that I don't know too well. But yeah. It kinda seems that way, doesn't it? Okay, let's see. Ooh, that's a pretty shot. Kokomi isn't here yet. That's weird. She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. Let's wait a little longer. after some more time. How is she still not here? Do you think she could be in trouble? Let's go ask that soldier over there. The person who's probably been watching you stand there for an hour? Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone. So strange. Guess we should call it a rain check then? Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for just a scenario in her General Operations Directives. Let me see. Ah yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing, and even then only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action. This fucking girl thinks of everything. What the hell? Kokomi really does think of everything. Yeah! Alright, let's find the place she wrote about and have a look. Oh, it is going to be marked? Okay. Is it on this part? No, it's on the other part. Is she just hiding in a tree? Is she like a cat? Is she stuck? Does she need rescuing? Are you sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper and deeper into the middle of nowhere. We're right beside the town. Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive, Mary? I think there's a way in over there. Let's take a look. Cave? Her little hidden office. I was wondering when we were going to use this place. Kokomi. So this is where you ran off to. We were going to meet up and get things ready for the victory feast today. What happened? Oh, it's you. I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today. You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right away. Don't think that's it. No, it's nothing like that. It's just my energy is completely spent. You run out of energy? You mean like you're like a rune guard? Yes, she is a robot, clearly. No, it's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be in the infinitely capable person I present myself as. Everyone was asking so much of you yesterday. Oh, you noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. I'll keep working at it. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor. Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me. Truth be told, it's something I never wanted for myself. But because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the Divine Priestess, sooner or later. Like it or not, it's just the way it is. It seems like it. Or suffering from bloodline, I guess. And whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here just to lose myself in a book and relax for a while. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong. This peace was hard won, and I want them to feel at ease. Is there anything we can do to help? I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there were some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy. I'm sure that'd speed up the process. This girl has such a hard-on for military and war that she's like, oh, if I could hear some military strategy, it'd wake me right up. She is like hardcore military otaku. That is all she is. All she wants to do is think about war all day. I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only got about halfway through. Where did I put it? We'll find it for you. And then we'll read it out to you, to help you recover. You'd do that for me? Thank you. I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island. Oh, look at all these petitions. Does Kokomi make time to deal with these even when she's resting? Sangonomiya Events Cash Flow Statement. Consolidated Annual Report on Fishing Production. Watatsumi Island Monthly Maintenance Expenses Breakdown. Jeez. This is a lot of work for one person, and it's on top of all the directives she has to write, and the people she has to meet day to day. It's no wonder she gets burnt out from time to time. Let's track down that book and help her feel like herself again. Hey, look. What? Hey, look, Mary, could this be the book she wanted? Today I spent the entire afternoon arguing with representatives from the Merchant Association, Energy -4. Many things must still be settled. I need to ensure that they allow the goods to flow smoothly, but I must make sure that their money is made through legal means. It'll basically just be Yojo Senki, but reversed. Instead of a guy becoming a young girl, it's gonna be Kokomi turning into like a young little angry boy that's like a military genius. Today I finished a day's worth of work, energy -3. I'll have to write up another batch of directives tonight. Hopefully this won't go on too late. I still need to perform an inspection tomorrow. The wind is very strong outside, energy -2. It seems like it will rain soon. I can only hope that the waves aren't as rough, and those who go out fishing can return safely. News of the peace talks reached us today, energy +2. An end to this war will surely make everyone on Watatsumi Island happy, won't it? She's such a nerd. This has got to be like her diary, and then she rates everything that happens. It's like, oh, this was an exhausting day. Oh, this is a good day. Uh-oh, this one's a really bad day. Today we received word that the Tenryou Commission might be colluding with the Fatui, energy -5. Even I'm struggling to understand what's going on. Swordfish 2's captain came back today, energy +4. We tacitly agreed not to speak of Tepe, and no one spoke of those who sacrificed their lives during the war. This peace was far too hard fought. Aww. So, like, these are recent, too. So she must keep a very active diary. Lots of people spoke to me today again. Energy -3. Looking at their earnest faces, I can't help but think back to the time that I took up the post of Divine Priestess. Have I really lived up to their expectations all these years? Yeah, what is it total to? She's got +6, and then 7, 9, 14, and yeah, so -11. Rest in pieces. She is negative right now. She needs to get into the positives. She needs good news. Swordfish Captain came back today. Energy +4. Ah, that's just we saw nothing. I guess that was the wrong one. Let's keep looking. Paimon sounded so childish there. Oh my god. How many more are there? Are there any outside? Doesn't look like it. It's gotta be this one, right, Mary? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one, so she must have finished reading those already. It's pretty dense. Paimon doesn't understand a thing. Well, let's take it over and read it to her. Read a book about military strategy to Kokomi. Otaku. Kokomi, is this the book you wanted? I'm not sure actually. Could you read a bit out loud? I don't think it matters which one you pick. Yes, that's the one, thank you. You read Kokomi, her favorite military treatise. This girl fell asleep happy about military. Oh my gosh. This girl reads Sun Tzu as a frickin' like a frickin' fairy tale at night. Oh no, she's fallen asleep. What are we gonna do, Mary? Tonight's the victory feast, not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner. She's got so much to do. Let's let her rest a while. You sure that's a good idea? She does look pretty exhausted. Guess there's still some time to go too. Alright, let's keep her company while she rests. Avoid disaster. Protect peace at all costs. The war's over. Things are slowly getting better. Thank God she wasn't born in this era. She'd be like... If she was born in this era, she'd be in like a high school anime. She leads a gang. You take a break together with Kokomi for a while more. Uh-huh. What time is it? Did I fall asleep? Yep, you've been out for ages. It's nearly time for the feast. I can't believe it got so late. This is true. You are, in some ways, a bit of a military otaku, just more plane focused. I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Hey, she's -8 now. Should be enough to see me through the peace talks. Thank you, Mary. Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly time to light the bonfire. Ooh, Kokomi's back to full energy. Good to have you back. Are you gonna start keeping a diary too where you keep track of your energy numbers? You're gonna score each day? Go to the site of the feast. Is it just at the shrine? Whoa, that's not at the shrine. It's on the beach. What? Is that you? That's not how you roll. There we go. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Oh no, stairs. Okay, that worked. No, each diary entry is at least one energy point, and that's no. Fair, I guess. I've really wanted to get into writing diaries and stuff. I just think it'd be a good way to keep track of your life, keep your head straight. It's something I used to do, but I don't do anymore. It looks like everything's in place for the feast, but I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin. Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you've got enough? Not straight though, I need to force my head to be... Fair. Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I've recovered more quickly than usual. I love how you can see the little eel in the background just popping its head out. Love the eels. That's great, we'll be rooting for you. Oh no, Brie Poof. Welcome everyone. Today is the day that we celebrate our victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for peace talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy your hard-won victory. After a while... Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. I'm so glad that it's going smoothly. Do we get a number? People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. But I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather. Alright? I still have no further leads regarding the issue of a potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. And I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow's peace talks. Okay, sure. We'll go ask around. Whoa, this is big. It's over the whole area. Why does it say to go over there, but he's right there? Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to Her Excellency, Sangonomiya. What's new? Anything to report? Oh, can't spacebar that. Echo wearing sandals with socks on sand? Maybe. Hey, maybe it makes the sand not irritate your feet as much. Recently? Let me think. Well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back out on the ocean to fish. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we can get our hands on closer to the shore. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying all day and night, but there was just nothing I could do. We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to keep it together until the morning. At least things are finally improving now. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service. Here, have a fish. It's freshly caught, so it's a bit, fishy, but it's fine. Oh, no, we couldn't possibly. Ah, come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight. Her Excellency always teaches us to repay kindness with gratitude. Okay, well, thanks. Come on, Mary, let's go talk to some others. Do I actually get a fish? Okay, I didn't see the item. Before I talk to them... These two weren't talkable before. I couldn't speak to them. With me around, no one would dare try any funny business at the victory feast. Why would anyone try anything anyway? A friend of mine was really looking forward to this feast, even promised he'd sing a song with me. If only he were still here. Someone who passed away in the war, I guess. Oh, it's saying on the Mia's over there. Come visit Watatsumi Island whenever you want. You'll always be a hero here. I do hope the future will be free from the trials and tribulations of the past. If every day can be as happy as today, that would be a blessing. But I mean, the whole, like, Japanese-style sandals with socks is a pretty common thing in Japan. Like, that's always been a thing I remember seeing. I know it's kind of funny because a lot of people make fun of wearing sandals and socks together now, but... Hey there, care for some fresh fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue. Ew, anything to report? Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission in the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but nothing too detailed. It's funny you should say the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. See that guy over there? The guy stabbing the air? He's been acting strange these days, always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He's scared the heck out of me a few times. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end. I really hope we don't go making any more trouble for ourselves. Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information. If you still have questions, you may as well go and talk to him. Sounds promising. Let's go see what that guy's deal is, Mary. Anyone else new that I can talk to? Crap. Hi, stabby boy. Don't stab me. This guy smells of booze. Wait, don't tell me. Captain of Swordfish too, right? You actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run for it. We would never run from a fight. Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability. Do you remember what the most important thing is to the resistance? The warrior's will. You got that right, so I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide resistance warrior. I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in a duel. This guy, would it kill him to have a normal conversation? What do you think, are we gonna do this? Sure. We'll see about that. Let's juggle him. Oh, it's literally me. That might be bad, but... or not. Well, I think that's one of the first times someone's challenged me to a duel, and it was actually the Traveler. I feel sorry for anyone who hasn't leveled the Traveler. My Traveler's actually really strong. You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade, will you join us? First you tell me what's going on. Are they planning to fucking ambush Sara. We made it up, the story about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui. It didn't happen. Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole thing up? The heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryou Commission. Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve. Fucking war-hungry idiots. Peace talks. Everyone's been drawn in by this idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake. What's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree? We are the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warriors' will. We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the Raiden Shogun, but we can put faith in ourselves. Surely you agree with that. I agree that you're an idiot. This point does make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right. Paimon. What it boils down to is you just want to fight. Yeah, everything you said now was pure speculation, wasn't it? Here's the real psychopath. Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for, all because of some imaginary situation that may not even happen? Don't take that tone with me. Acting like you're above all this. What would you understand? For the sake of victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We're all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that none of it matters anymore. You have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I? When every time I close my eye, I see the faces of friends we lost in battle. Every time I see them there, in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryou Commission, and never forgive the Vision Hunt decree. Yay, an idiot! I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sangonomiya if you want, but you're too late to stop us now. Too late? What do you mean? Doesn't seem like he's gonna answer that one. What are we gonna do, Mary? This is really serious. We need to give Kokomi the full story right away. Oh boy. I see we're gonna have to beat the shit out of some stupid soldiers that are addicted to war. So we found out a few things. The whole thing about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui is baloney. They made it all up. They wanted the peace talks to break down so they could carry on fighting the war. They said that it's too late to try and stop them, no matter what we do. I see. What's the matter, Kokomi? I'm fine, don't worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this. I think I understand what Kozen means when he says it's too late. The talks don't begin until tomorrow, but both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible for making sure the area is safe and secure. I highly suspect that one of Kozen's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with the intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the negotiations. Well, that's no good. Do you want us to head over there and switch out the guards? That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert. It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryou Commission's guards, and we'd be in danger of war breaking out again. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we face the issue of not knowing who to trust. Sounds like a really tricky situation, so is there really nothing we can do about it? Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. Now it falls to me to devise a counterplan. These soldiers crossed a line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happens, I will find a way to ensure they do not come to harm. Let's meet here again tomorrow. Kokomi rushes back to Sangonomiya Shrine and why is it so fast? Box is taunting me. Must get Box. Give me money. Money. Okay, and the next day. Oh, dang it, I have to go all the way around? Okay, and now 10. Meet Kokomi at the agreed place. Well, the peace talks are upon us. How do you feel, Mary? Prepared? Here, take this. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex, to be sure, but I thought about it carefully and realized there are no more than 187 possible outcomes. Oh my god. This girl is nuts. I took the liberty of writing them all down. This way you'll be able to adapt with speed no matter how the events play out. Whoa, this is huge. Let's see, fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt, coordinated attack, siege, hostages. There's so many, but you've thought of a solution to each one. Paimon suddenly feels a lot less nervous. I ain't reading all that. Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional. It is a major step forward for both Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate. But any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens our negotiation position. We will have to work all the harder if we want these talks to be a success. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is of course mine to shoulder. But would you be willing to lend me a hand? Of course. Excellent, okay, time to head off. Where are they? Why am I looking at that? I get to fly there. I'm back today, jeez. At least my neck isn't as bad. But... It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield. Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here? I'm here to witness the peace talks. That's right, she's here to bear witness to the proceedings. She's experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution toward securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate. Seems reasonable, then let's get straight into it. Me and Sara begin their Internet peace talk. The first item is the maritime administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami waters. We intend to remove these restrictions, but going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to Watatsumi. That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues with public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission. Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite safe in our hands. Negotiations seem to be going pretty smoothly. Next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on the arrival in Watatsumi, and the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island commerce. Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands. The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give Yashiro Commission full authority. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in your favor. True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing everything we need. Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority. Let's leave that aside for now, then. Onto the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission. That just isn't feasible, not in the short term, at least. With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception to this rule indefinitely. Oh my god. Kujo, including the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away from us? Of course, here goes the idiot. Oh. Never trust the Kujo. Oh. This one has a full-blown cutscene though, huh? That was so weird. What? What's the error number? The last one, but hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu. The situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders. Rest assured, I'm fully aware of your concerns, but I will deal with the situation from here. Kujo, this is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation. Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here, now. Speak. Collusion with the Fatui. Is this true? I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such. We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against Watatsumi Island going. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose. But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up a little. Then we'd see how it went. With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from Watatsumi Island even found out about it, I have no idea. That's enough. When we return, there will be consequences. Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining offers of cooperation. So, what did they want out of it? The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss. Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day I will hunt them down. Every last one. We will bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please grant us another chance to continue the peace talks. But of course, Madame Kujo, I have every confidence in your ability to resolve this situation. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at this time. It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now, but we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou Commission has resolved our internal issues. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Ashuru Commission, and make sure both sides have ample participation in the final arrangement. Seems like Kujo-Sara's on the defensive now. These negotiations should be smooth sailing from here out. I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryou Commission's internal issues. I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come to you, that way you can capture them all in one fell swoop. I will bear this in mind, thank you. I shall take my leave now, until we meet again. Your Excellency, let's discuss it after we get back. Off we go. I wonder if there's going to be any dungeon, because usually there's like a dungeon thing in these quests, but we did already get to fight with her, so it almost doesn't make sense. Is that just items, or is there something there? Oh no, it's just items. Your Excellency, you knew? I've already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet this was purely incidental, and the end certainly did not justify your means. But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, aren't all of the efforts going to waste? They sacrificed themselves for peace, you dipshit! You are wasting their sacrifice. I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory, even if it means I have to pay the ultimate price. I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences. During the war, there were highs and there were lows, and in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience was one of great excitement. But you saw nothing of the countless others who remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly through each day. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water and don't need you dragging them back underneath yet once again. Wait a minute, but I understand, I do, and the fault is not yours alone. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will, but never how to let it go. It's not your fault, Your Excellency, it was ours, our selfishness. Yeah, no kidding. Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial law. Very well. Then I hereby declare. That as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any and all threats to the peace of our island. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join, but be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit will be in high demand. Your Excellency, what are you saying? I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but there are still those who pursue war. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on the most challenging training regimen of your lives. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time. Thank you, Your Excellency. Alright, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro, and remember, there can be no more insubordination. And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me, whatever reasons you have. Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on our training. Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency. We'll report to General Goro right away. I hate people like that so much. It's such an obvious logical fallacy, and they're just so dumb, they don't see it. People sacrifice themselves for this war, so we should keep fighting. No, they sacrifice themselves for peace, you dip. I think that's finally everything in hand. I can feel my energy levels starting to drop. Meet you back at the hideout for some rest? Burn her damn hideout. I was wondering what that place was, because I ran into it before, and it was empty. Oh, she's not in it. She's outside. Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more. How are your energy levels? Recovering, slowly and surely. I should be raring to go before too long. Yeah, I really love the music here. This island's really pretty. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I still get nervous when more than a handful of people are involved. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. You did an admirable job. Do you think so? To be honest, I'm still a long way off what's expected of a divine priestess. In the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, and making sure everyone could live a happy life. But I realize now that wasn't going far enough. People have all kinds of aspirations, and just as many measures of happiness. I have a long way to go, but that's okay. If I can't make the journey in one giant leap, I'll just have to settle for taking it one small step at a time. In short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here on Watatsumi Island to keep me company for a while longer? And there we go. And I'm pretty sure there's only one quest for her right now. Now, is she... Because I know sometimes when these quests end, the person is still nearby and you can talk to them, but it doesn't look like she's anywhere nearby. Is there anything we can interact with in her little hideout now? Doesn't look like it. Oh! No, that was probably just to sit, right? Sit. Feel her desk. That it'd be funny if her diary was still here and we could see what else she thought. And I am going to assume that there is no more story quests. As far as I know, we're getting 2 more of these. I think we're getting a Sayu quest and a Toma quest. So you know damn well I'm doing Sayu's quest very quickly once it comes out. I think the patch is next Tuesday. I think it's a week away. So, something to look forward to next week. I will definitely be doing Sayu's quest. Who knows what she's going to be doing. Toma's, I guess we'll do? I don't know. I don't know if they come out right away, because I know Toma's supposed to come out 3 weeks after the start. But I think that was a pretty good length for a stream. It's just under 2 hours now. Did get the quest done. I'm kind of sad it didn't keep going. It kind of annoys me, because I don't want to pull for her. Because I know how bad of a character she is. Like, she's just not good. Period. But I really like her character. And honestly, her E skill is really handy. Her summoning the jellyfish that does hydro to enemies and heals you. Like, the idea behind the character is good, it's just her numbers suck. And it's really sad to see. And yeah, I'm very far from getting a character. So I would have to probably spend everything to try and get her, even if I did. But I don't think I'm going to try and get her. I'm going to save. I do know that Hu Tao is coming in like, I think about a month? I think a month? Today's Thursday, right? So a month, 2 days ago on Tuesday. So, what? 26 days, maybe? About that long. I'm pretty sure Hu Tao's coming back. I might try to get more constellations for her. But more importantly, I want to get her weapon. Because I didn't get it last time. Normally I wouldn't recommend anyone pull on the weapon banner. But this is my favorite character. And if you couldn't tell, she's maxed out. This is easily my favorite character. I missed out on her weapon. I really want to get her weapon. I'm hoping I don't pay an arm and a leg for it. That does mean probably no gacha for a very long time though. Unless I have... Do I have any standard pulls? Nope. No standard pulls. But yeah. Thank you everyone for watching, for hanging out, for enjoying whatever this silly mess with the military otaku was. There is another... I'm pretty sure the patch is next week. I don't know if there's a new story quest. I know there's events and stuff like that, but I don't remember seeing anything about a story quest, so I guess we'll see. But I will be streaming again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Honkai. We'll be finishing the event. I am going to try streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting next week. I have no idea what I'm streaming Monday. If the Genshin patch is next Tuesday, then I will probably be streaming Genshin on Wednesday. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll probably stream Genshin. Next Friday should be... Well, next Thursday is going to be the new patch for Punishing Grey Raven. So Friday I'll probably be playing new Punishing Grey Raven stuff. It's just Monday, I don't know what I'm doing. But, again, thanks for watching. Love you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.